Oh, why didn't it put us back in there? I clicked the button. It's fine. I'm a woman.
Oh yeah, I'm
That's
sure you
okay.
did everything right.
I
did
did.
nothing
I did
wrong.
click
I
'em.
pressed all the right
I
things.
am.
I did nothing
I guess
wrong.
I didn't click them right.
Yeah, of course.
That's okay. Hi, guys.
Fucking typical.
It's another day. I can't believe this is still going on. Welcome to the 4th episode of the Fuck My Life podcast, where it's been probably the worst week in history.
It is the 4th, isn't it?
It is the 4th.
Yeah, I was gonna say 3rd, but yeah, I guess it is the 4th episode.
Well, we could probably like memory hole the first one.
Why? That was the best one we did.
Yeah, well, until we get canceled for it.
For what? No one even remembers September 11th.
Guys, it's okay because the left, they care about free speech now. They didn't go a whole decade, probably longer to be fair, hating people for jokes and memes.
Yeah, like
but they care.
They really care. Like
they do.
We suddenly started playing by the rules that you've set for us.
Yeah.
And you're fucking so wild about it now. Look, for the past 10 years, cancel culture has been, wow, this person made a political donation to someone 8 years ago, and we just hacked into this database and found it. Cancel them for donating to a politician I didn't like. Oh, we found a tweet that you sent on your alt account from 11 years ago, and you called your friend gay. We better cancel you for that, right? Hey, I don't like that this guy hasn't stated his politics. Let's cancel that person. These are the types of things that we've been seeing cancel culture from the left for the past 10 years. That is not anything compared to, and look, I don't think you can force anyone to, I don't think anyone should be forced to mourn someone or forced to say, I'm sorry about this person or anything like that.
Yeah.
There's a big difference between that and celebrating, gleefully cheering on the death of Charlie Kirk and asking for more violence.
Yeah, like it's perfectly fine if you don't like his stances or his opinions and you don't want to mourn him. It's not like they knew him, and so I completely understand that they wouldn't be sitting here super upset. Like, I don't blame them for that. But also having some general respect for another human being is, I would say, the bare minimum. If it comes up in a conversation like, oh yeah, I mean, he was a human being, it sucks his life was taken away from him, but instead it's okay because we don't like him and we don't like his opinion, so we can sit here and mock it. And nobody's being forced to make a statement on social media. That's what really gets me. They sit here and they will complain that, oh my gosh, I'm getting fired from my job. Nobody forced you to post that in the first place. Now, maybe a lot of these people like it, the Bethesdas and the Sucker Punches, because they're in a community, a workplace community with like 90 to 95% absolute lunatic leftists. They feel like they are going to be ostracized if they don't make those statements. But that still doesn't mean it's a good excuse. Like, nobody's still forcing you to do it. Who cares if your coworkers like you or not? They're not the ones paying you, and they're not the ones that are going to pay you when you lose your job.
Yeah, and they're probably all trans anyway, based on some of these places. Yeah, it's funny because we spent a significant amount of time on the last podcast talking about Philly's Karen and how people were calling for her to be fired.
Yeah,
I was pretty adamant
no.
I was pretty adamant that it's like, even if you think somebody's being an ass or whatever, I don't think that because she fucking scolded a dad into getting a ball taken away that someone should be fired for that. I think there's a big difference between cheering on murder, celebrating the political assassination, and more so than anything else, asking who's next, calling for who's next, wanting to see more of it, glorifying and promoting the violence. That's what we've seen from these fucking freaks. And yeah, let it burn. Like, let them all get fired. They all think, they're all shocked by themselves getting fired because they think that they're in the majority. They think that everyone is celebrating because they're in their hug boxes on Blue Sky. They're in their pitiful little fucking echo chambers where all their non-binary, poly, whatever the fuck, they, them, freak ass fucks, right? All of them are happy about it. So they can't believe that anyone's not.
Well, right. And they are part of these echo chambers. And then they believe that boils down to them thinking everybody who doesn't believe the same thing they do is istphobe, Nazi, something like that, all because they're part of these circles where it's this all or nothing mentality. And I'm not trying to give these people like any leeway or anything because most of them are way too far gone. But I'm sure there's a couple of these people that over the years have had to have like recognized that the way that these communities push their ideology is so bad and so toxic, but even those people aren't speaking up. So like I'm sure there are a few of those people that are part of these work communities who are like, oh yeah, I don't agree with that. But again, they're still ultimately like not sticking up for themselves and like humanity, really. That's what it boils down for me too, is it's fine if you don't want to mourn people, but also just act like a normal fucking person.
Vera, there are quite literally billions of people in this world.
Yeah,
that
there
I
are.
would
And
not
you have
mourn
to
if-
fucking agree with me on everything or else you don't exist to me.
There are. What I'm saying is, there's billions of people in this world that if they died tomorrow, whatever,
We wouldn't care.
I wouldn't care, and I wouldn't mourn them.
And it's fine that you don't care. It's fine that you don't mourn them. Nobody is arguing that all these people had to make some heartfelt statement online or else they're gonna lose their jobs. No one forced you to say anything in the first place.
Yeah, and now Bethesda. I know we were all already preparing to potentially not buy Elder Scrolls 6 when it comes out 7 years from now.
It's so crazy because it's already been 7 years and they're nowhere near. They haven't even shown a trailer in these past few years. Way to piss me off. Like, what do you mean? It's been 7 years since you announced it. Never mind since you started development, bro.
Oh yeah,
Anyway.
you shared this with me. Charlie tweets
I did.
detected.
So this went up yesterday, guys. Yesterday, this went up already 5,374. When I sent it to you earlier, it had 2,000 followers. So I thought that was interesting. And I can link it in chat for you guys if you want. But there are some games that are recommended by this curator because if they're recommended, it's basically stood up for Charlie or basically just acted like a normal human being. And then, of course, games that are similar, like Tainted Grail, Fall of Avalon, I would say it's pretty comparable to something like Skyrim. Sure, in my opinion, it's still not better, but I'm the woman who owns 12 copies of Skyrim. Sorry, guys, I've single-handedly funded Bethesda employees' salary for a year, but there's also tons of games on this list that are not recommended, like Doom, Oblivion, Skyrim, Fallout, all these different things. There's these indie projects as well. You have Marathon because the senior world artist reposted a post about the victim blame and calling people 1940s Germans. Like, absolutely insane takes by some of these people.
Yeah, well, I saw that Kingdom Come Deliverance was recommended.
Yeah,
Kingdom Come was recommended. Yeah, Daniel Vavra has tweeted a lot about Charlie Kirk,
which I'm surprised by.
Honoring him. I'm really not.
Well, I guess like going back to Gamergate 1, he was based, and then when 2 came out, it became a big controversy, and he did lash out. But I guess it's not that shocking given he was based before.
He did lash out a little foolishly sometimes, I think, with the release of that game. I also think some of the controversy was foolish.
I do agree.
You know, I think some of that controversy was overblown to a like really strange point, and I think that kind of triggered him into overreacting. However, I did look. He's tweeted a lot about, you know, how disgusted he was and how angry he was that this has happened. He tweeted out European. Like some European Parliament. Yeah, in European Parliament, a moment of silence was observed for Charlie Kirk, and the left-wing MEPs didn't even stand up. Yeah. So he's calling that shit out.
He is, and I do think that is good. Now, if I'm going to, you know, sit here and tell people you need to buy his products because of this, no. I generally don't think it's good to tell people to buy or not to buy based on, you know, my personal beliefs. I've always said that, though. That's the way that the left acts, is you have to agree with me or, you're a terrible person. But I do think that it is interesting and it is important to note. I think that these people probably deserve a little bit of, I don't know. I really don't want to give them any benefit based on how they still have acted in the past, but he's not the worst of these people. That's for sure.
Yeah.
A lot of gay colored games here, by the way.
Yeah,
the fucking
I'm sure.
rainbows, the fucking neon purples and pinks.
Is that Veilguard? What?
Yeah, it is Veilguard. A cultural consultant reposted comparison to Victim as 1940s dictator on Blue Sky.
Wow. And so much of this stuff is happening on Blue Sky. And I think that it's like Blue Sky has really fucked these people, I think, because they all went there to get away from Twitter. And so virtually everyone on Blue Sky is insane, right?
Oh, yeah.
They're an insane leftist. So,
hey, I have a Blue Sky. Blue Sky gave me my account. They're like, here's your account. I was like, thank you. That's nice, I guess. I'm never going to fucking use your platform. Well, because somebody had stolen my @ and was impersonating me. And then they were like, hey, do you want your account?
What were they saying?
The person?
Mm-hmm.
The person was like, I hate gay people. So typical Blue Sky behavior.
What do you mean? Like, you're trying to convince us that wasn't you that said that?
I know. Thanks, Blue Sky. I appreciate it. But then they gave me the app, which I guess is good, but Blue Sky's probably going to be taken offline one of these weeks. Imagine if the Blue Sky floodgates opened and all those people had to go back to X. It'd be hilarious.
It actually would be really funny if we had a massive millions of people from X go to Blue Sky just to fuck up just to troll them for a while. You know what I mean? So they're not in their little echo chamber. But I think that's one of the reasons you're seeing this happen. We are certainly seeing things on X. We're certainly seeing a lot of people that are happy about the murder of Charlie Kirk. We're seeing people making fun of Erica, his widow. We are seeing that stuff on X.
Fakes earlier over on X, which is just vile.
That's disgusting.
And of course, it's by people who think that, oh, it's funny and it's okay because, well, it's not like she's technically being harmed by it. So it's okay. Again, it's with these left-leaning individuals. Oh, now we care about freedom of expression and now we care about our rights. So we can push the limits because, well, we're protected. You're not protected by that. And you're also not protected by, again, people finding your employer and making statements and tagging these companies. It's like these Bethesda writers and producers and all these people working for these game development studios. I personally, I've said this in all my videos about it. They can make these statements. Absolutely. That's great for them. Doesn't mean we have to support you. It's just giving us a way to more accurately list the people who hate our guts and who don't want our money. Yeah, you go for it. Nobody's trampling your freedom of speech. You're allowed to say it. Nobody's taking your platform away from you. Now, if you're going to get fired, that's different.
What I think is funny is we may see, like, over the next week, right? Over a week total, we may see more people that end up fired from this than we saw in the last kind of like 10 years of like cancel culture. Do you know why? Because we're so much better at life than you are. We are so much better than you fucks that we finally decided. You guys have been using cancel culture for fucking 10 years. You moved up to assassination culture. You tried it with Trump. You got Charlie. You moved up to assassination culture. So now we moved up to cancel culture. We are so much fucking better than you at it. My God.
Well, also, they're complaining that, oh my God, I'm getting canceled. It's so easy for people to find you. Yeah, because you guys took 10 years to set it up and you're just mad that it's being used against you now. 10 years ago, you were canceling people for memes and jokes. But now that it's coming back to haunt you, hey, listen, it's not our fault. So these people are so stupid. It's infuriating. It really is.
It's wild. But yeah, what I was saying earlier was because so much of this takes place on Blue Sky where they are just surrounded by other degenerate, sick fucking freaks. I think it makes them feel invulnerable, and it makes them get more riled up and say shit that maybe they wouldn't on a different social media platform. And so some of the stuff they've been saying over there is absolutely wild. And then people come by with screenshots, people come by with links, and people come by with all that shit, and they are getting their shit wrecked. This
Oh
was a
yeah.
different story though, this Bethesda thing.
Yeah, so Bethesda tweets and deletes video appearing to mock Charlie Kirk tragedy. You don't care much about these fascists, do you? So it says it began when a Bethesda producer had allegedly posted on X in a way that appeared to trivialize or mock Charlie Kirk's death. The video in question was from Indiana Jones in the Great Circle, a game that actually received critical praise for the studio. In the first-person scenario on display, Indy pets a cat and says, "You don't care much about these fascists, do you?" And screenshots began circulating almost immediately, sparking anger across social media platforms. Bethesda's official accounts have remained silent, but the post was removed shortly after gaining traction. Now, what I think is so fascinating about this is there are a lot of people that are definitely on the left right now who are saying gamers are just dramatizing the situation. The DLC just came out, I think it was like a week ago. It was clearly just a post that might be poorly timed. Then why haven't they said something?
Yeah, why didn't they clarify that?
If I made a genuine mistake and like I made a post and something bad happened, I don't know, an hour before or day before, or in this case, multiple days before, and you would think that they would have, I don't know, scheduled it in the last few days, why would that have gone up in the first place? But if I had made a post like that, I would delete it if I felt strongly enough, if I was running a company like this, if I was the social media manager. Like, they could have very simply came out instantly and said, we're sorry, this didn't land right. It's a common word that's used in an indie game, something like that. They could at least try to damage control, but that didn't happen. That's why I don't believe it.
Oh, it 100% was intentional.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like 1000% was intentional. There's no doubt in my mind that they posted this with Indy saying, "You don't really care for fascists, do you?" or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the post, "Good kitty." Like,
Yeah.
it was 1000%.
Right.
And the reason we can say this is because we have screenshots of other Bethesda
Yeah.
employees,
Right.
producers at Bethesda, other employees at Bethesda who have been celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk. And
Yep.
whoever had access to this social media, they put this out there,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll see. They haven't said a damn thing about it, and they're getting the fuck ratioed out of them.
Oh
If you
yeah,
go to Bethesda's
absolutely.
Twitter, they're getting annihilated
Yep.
right
And
now.
there are so many other posts by like Nerdrotic. I know Mark Kern has also posted things like Bethesda, after all your complaints about how some of their devs mocked or celebrated Charlie Kirk's death, have given you their official answer right on their official X account. Instead of addressing millions of concerned gamers, they just decided to tell you exactly who they are and what they think of you. I know Nerdrotic had posted, Bethesda thought it was a good idea to let us know how they feel about Charlie Kirk and anyone mourning him. Now let them know how you feel. And we're talking, these posts have hundreds of thousands to millions of views already. And yeah, Bethesda's social media accounts are getting absolutely wrecked. It wouldn't shock me if over the next day they put this account to private for at least a week or two, because I get that they were trying to market the DLC that came out a couple of days ago. They've posted roughly once a day, but at the same time, they have just done themselves so much damage in one single post. It's crazy.
Yeah, and what is it? 3,000 replies? Is that what that's up to now?
Yeah, 2.7 on the top one, 300 on the second, 300. But look at what they were getting before this: 78, 39, 41. How many billions and billions of dollars did Microsoft pay for ZeniMax? That's pretty fucking bad.
That is pretty bad.
Yes.
And they need to make a statement.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They really do. Because look at what does Quartering's post have? I can't see. This shit is so fucking small. The
What do you
print
mean it's
is
small?
so small. The screen is so small.
What do you mean it's small?
Thank you.
Oh, you want me to blow it all the way up? Okay, I see.
Yeah.
See, I don't do that because I actually can see with my glasses. You need some glasses.
I'm a little older than you, okay? But I don't need
my glasses are for distance. My glasses are not for the screen.
Your glasses are for that's why it's so fucking far away, because you're trying to get it further so you can actually see. I
Hey, I paid for these glasses. Might as well get good fucking
now I
use
understand
out of
why
them.
every time you pull up any fucking thing, I am like getting as close as possible to my damn screen and blowing this shit up to
You're
figure out what
getting
it's
old.
saying. I am getting old.
Yep.
Fuck my life. But
FML.
yeah, Quartering's got how many thousand reply or how many thousand likes on that reply?
7.6K likes.
Dang.
Whew. Wild ratios you got going on here. It's almost like you deleted a post people didn't like. Oh wait. You know who the real victim of this Bethesda situation is? This poor fucking cat. I feel so bad for this goddamn little fella. I love this guy.
I'm gonna call him Antifa cat.
No, don't falsely label him. Okay, he's just working, all right? He's not the one that made this statement. Find his fucking Twitter account and tell me his posts, and then we can cancel him.
That's Antifa cat. That's now his name forever, or she.
Did you just assume this cat's gender, Ryan?
I did.
Cajun Corey, thank you for the 5. I heard on the news that some guy was stealing wheels off police cars. The police are working tirelessly to catch him. Heard that one before, but
that's a good one.
Also felt appropriately timed too. Thank you for that. Glitch Hunter, thank you for the 5. The only Bethesda game I like is Morrowind. I honestly feel like all others made after are inferior. Yes, even Oblivion. See, I mean, I like so many Bethesda games. I truly do. I mean, I'm, again, the person that's got fucking 12 copies of Skyrim. I think that it's they previously, I don't want to say now, because we know that most modern companies are shells of the companies they once were. They're extremely hollow now. I think that they have created some phenomenal stories in the past, but, I mean, modern Bethesda is trash. But then again, you know, we knew that long ago when Starfield was their new big game. That game is so stupid.
You have 12 copies of Skyrim?
I do. Have 12. I mean, I don't have a Switch copy yet.
I
can't get one now. Stupid Bethesda.
I mean, I probably had Skyrim on like 3 platforms. Like, I probably had 3 copies of it at some point, something like that.
Yeah,
but it is fun.
It is. See, it is fun, and it's hard to it's hard to imagine that such a once beloved and prestigious company has fallen so quickly. And really, I don't even think in a very long period of time either. Like, sure, going back 10 years ago, they probably had these same types of employees starting to infect their ranks, but it's only really been the past 5 years that they've gotten really bad. Well, yeah, probably. Maybe 7 because they were lazy, and it's been 7 years since the stupid mountain teaser. That is so... I don't want to rant all day about that, but that's fucking stupid.
It is wild that it's been 7 years since that moment, and it's going to be another 7 years before we see the game.
Probably.
And then when it comes out, I don't think I'm going to buy it. So
probably not. Buford, thank you for the $49.99.
That's a good name. You got to say the whole name.
Buford T. Justice. Thank you for the $49.
Damn right.
99. I'm done with understanding and tolerance. There are no more conversations to be had. I'm done with these people. It's tough because I, as a human being, also respect them on a human being level, but also they make it so hard to view them that way. They really, truly do.
Here's the way I see it, and I think that, look, I've been pretty... over the entire weekend, obviously, as I was processing so much shit and thinking about so much shit and seeing so many videos, seeing Charlie get killed so many times and seeing the reactions to it, it's hard not to be viscerally angry.
Oh, it
is. But the way I feel about, no more conversation to be had, it's true. Because they killed the guy who wanted to have a conversation. They literally shot him in the neck and killed the guy who wanted to have conversations with them. So obviously conversations won't work. We are past that point. Yeah. We have gone past that point when you kill the guy who wanted to have conversations. And that's one thing for it to happen. Then you can't just sit there. If it's just one person that happens, you can make some excuses. You can figure out why this happened, who did that. But the problem becomes when you have millions of people celebrating it.
Oh, yeah.
So when millions of you are celebrating that, the time for conversations is over. The time for understanding and tolerance is over. and we probably never even should have tried in the first place. Fuck them.
Yeah. But thank you for the $50. I appreciate it. Creators Freedom, thank you for the 2. Vera, they are not normal. Oh yeah, no, none of these people are normal. This is not a normal human reaction. This is not normal. But I don't know if they ever really claim to be normal.
Somebody in the chat said you can't play chess with a pigeon.
That is true.
I suppose.
Someone in chat's now in 5 minutes going to be like, actually, I found an example of this pigeon on YouTube playing a fucking checkers game. It's close enough to chess. You know what? You guys are wrong and you're hateful bigots.
Bro, pigeons are fucking dirty and nasty. And they don't respect you. They don't have any fear for you. They're too used to people. They just fucking walk right on up to you. They get in your way.
That is true. Lord of the Keynote, thank you for the 5. Page 1960 of Destiny's Kiwi Farms threads a great breakdown of him soliciting a minor to cross state lines, which is a strict liability felony felted. Wow. I haven't kept up with anything about Destiny lately, except for his bad takes that I see as these viral clips that just makes me hate him more and more. So
yeah, obviously a lot of people are talking about him right now because the Charlie Kirk stuff and everything.
Well, yeah.
I have no idea about this.
I have no idea either, but
I will say once you get up to page 1960 of a Kiwi Farms thread,
a lot of pages.
There's a lot of shit there.
Yeah. Thank you for that. Daniel, thank you for the 47 months. Sorry for being late, Vera. What else is new? I know about what happened.
Apology accepted, Daniel.
I do forgive you. I know about what recently happened to Shane, but do you think that things will improve? No. Are
you telling me that the podcast called Fuck My Life is not the place to come for the big old white pill to swallow?
Yeah, I know. I wish that I wish I could be more positive, but if you've seen some of these clips on like TikTok of these people getting the calls of them losing their jobs, I don't think it's gonna get any better right now. That's for sure. The way that they're acting so unhinged it's uncomfortable. That's for sure.
Look, we're at the point where people in this country are interpreting things just so differently. Like you can see the same thing. It's like you have people that are all sitting in the same movie theater, but one half of the crowd is watching a different movie than the others because of how they interpret what they're seeing. And that can be a lot of causes. That can be because of the people surrounding you. That can be because of the mainstream media telling you things. That can be for a variety of reasons. But I think we're past the point of some sort of unity or any of that. I really do. I think that the people that have showed just how evil and demonic that they are over the past couple days, I don't think there's a way to team up and be cool with these people. I just don't. They are living in a different reality, and it's one that cannot coexist with ours.
Yeah, that's not wrong. That's for sure. Glitch Hunter, thank you for the 5. You know what's sad? Neon purple used to be an 80s symbol color. I know purple's in like neon purple is such a good color, but it's been co-opted. You need to take
my background's neon purple.
Yeah, it's a good color.
You know what's funny is I actually do like that too, but the intention was not for the lights to be that way. I bought the wrong lights. I thought I was gonna be able to like change the colors on them, but I accidentally bought the version that's just a black light. So it's actually just a black light, which is why it's like that purple color. Unless something white, like you see the edge of that fucking poster behind me. Yeah.
That is kind of funny actually though.
Retarded.
Maybe a little bit, but that's okay. Lurker, thank you for the 5. I know it's not a sports related channel, but you can read it. You can read it because it's sports.
But fuck my life. Eagles starting to look like the 23 Eagles. Yeah. Okay, yes. The Lurker from Bama. You got, like, I don't give a fuck what you're talking about right now. You are 2-0. Since the last time we did FML, and in the grand scheme of things, obviously, the death of Charlie Kirk in the last couple of days has been some of the most horrific shit I've seen in a long time. So obviously, in retrospect, this feels a little smaller. However, like, since the last time we got off stream on the FML podcast, I watched the Chicago Bears collapse after having a huge lead on Monday Night Football to the Minnesota Vikings. So it felt like they were going to win that game. They collapsed and lost. And then they got bent over and ass fucked by the Detroit Lions the other day. So I don't want to hear you bitching about your damn shit at all. What is this?
What?
Are these
What's
Vikings
wrong?
and Bears?
What?
Did you make this?
No.
Did you make this meme?
I didn't, but I've got a lot of them.
Why do you have them?
I think it's funny. I think it's funny. Your team sucks.
Bro. It shouldn't even make me mad because you don't fucking care. I know you don't care.
But that's why it makes you more mad and more angry, because someone who doesn't care is commentating on it.
The whole team is fucking ass, bro.
Yeah.
Sucks.
I get that. Your team does suck. Kitten, thank you for the 5. I made a post on X last year explaining extreme ideology. #KMR10. Yeah, so I done a lot of posts like that. A lot of people waking up too. That's for sure. Thank you for the support though. Ding Weenus. Thank you for the $9.99. The left are idiots who think that they are special. Their baby tears over cancel culture are exactly what we should expect. Charlie's up there laughing his ass off. Absolutely. They do believe that they're special. They do believe that well, for the past 10 years, or probably even longer, they've thought that they were completely untouchable. And now that they've, figured out that they're not, they're all bothered by it. That's for sure. Paul, thank you for the 50. That guy's name was
Ding Weemus. Ding Weemus? Was that his name?
Yeah, it is. Good name. Thank you for the 50. Sorry, not going to be able to listen to it all. 5 a.m. wake-up call. I'll catch tomorrow, Ms. Vera. I'm a 56-year-old Marine vet and will say this. They woke a sleeping giant. The silent majority will be silent no more. I've seen a lot of posts on social media and like clips from TikTok and stuff of people saying that they were pretty firmly in the center and now they've been pushed to the right because of this whole entire situation.
I think there's people on the left that have woken up and looked and be like, this is what I'm surrounded by. Like, this is horrific.
Yeah.
Like, and the craziest part is, in my mind, they're going out. They couldn't have picked a worse person to go after when it comes to Charlie Kirk. And I know not everybody's super familiar with every single thing he's done, but the amount of fake quotes that are being attributed to him right now.
Or the out of context, like one single sentence when really there's so much more to those clips.
The thing about empathy, right? It's like there's a quote floating around that's like, I think empathy is like a terrible word, blah blah blah. Like,
but it's so out of context.
And because he follows it up, and it's like, I think what we should have is sympathy. Like, you can never have empathy because that would be feeling what someone else is feeling, and it's impossible to feel exactly what somebody else is feeling. So I think sympathy is a better word, and I think we can all sympathize with plights that other people are having in their lives. That's what he said. And they're trying to spin that into be like, look at this guy. He doesn't care about anyone.
Of course they are.
They're trying to call him a racist, where he has done a ton with Black people in the conservative movement to help promote them, help get them shows, bring them onto Turning Point stage, do all this stuff with them, and also help the Black community specifically. They've called him homophobic. And this is somebody who, because of his religious beliefs, because he is a follower of Christ, because he is a Christian, he doesn't agree with the lifestyle. However, he welcomes people into the movement. He thinks they have more in common than they don't. If they're a conservative, if they're all these things, but they just so happen to be gay, he welcomes them into the movement. And that's, to be honest, like, as somebody who's been to TPUSA events, as somebody who's had people criticize me for going there and hear the criticism for Charlie and stuff like that at those places, one of the criticisms from some more hardline elements, I should say, is that they're too opening. They're too welcoming. Yet this is the guy that they're labeling all this shit with. And all it takes is somebody not looking at a fucking quote, not looking at one where Charlie says Black women don't have the mental capacity to get jobs, when in reality, he names 3 specific Black women, right? Black female politicians, and he's insulting them. All you have to do is actually watch the clips, and I think a lot of people realize that they've been fooled.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And it's so It's so sad that they're looking for such a quick win or own against someone like that, that they're willing to take these, what are really very, in a lot of cases, I wouldn't say all of them, but in a lot of cases, pretty like wholesome or perfectly normal stanced clips in order to push this narrative against him, which is fucking horrendous. And we're seeing that happen with so many people. It's not just in the gaming industry, but of course we cover gaming and entertainment the most. I mean, just looking at this list, we are talking about so many people that are just openly voicing their hatred against anyone who isn't them. We have Kotaku, former Kotaku and current, the Butcher of Dragon Age, Trick Weeks. We've got people from Jezebels. We've got Zoe Quinn, because she's definitely, somebody who you certainly should listen to about gaming related topics. By the way, it's been, I believe, 7 years now since she last updated her, her Kickstarter GoFundMe for that game that she'd ever put out. So great going there, Zoe. I don't see anybody in the industry covering that, but we've got people
I wonder if
running.
Nathan Grayson knows anything about it.
I bet he keeps up with her, that's for sure, because he used to be all over that.
I sent you that article from him the other day.
Yeah. And
Bro,
he's
Nathan
now so
Grayson,
upset, he's kicked off a Blue Sky.
I guess Nathan Grayson got off easy. He's one of Zoe's ex-boyfriends that didn't kill himself, so.
Yeah, I guess congrats to him, I suppose. He's terrible. We have a senior writer at Sad Panda Studios. We've got former IGN and of course DC Comics, which of course I put the just horrendous land whale in the thumbnail because I knew that you'd all love seeing that on your timeline.
It's so funny because and yeah, someone says Zoe literally slept her way into the industry.
Yeah.
And it's wild how like unattractive you can be and that is still successful. But that DC Comics artist, when I first saw that story about her, I was looking at this thing and I was like, I don't know if it's a man or a woman. I really don't. Because when trans people are really fucking fat, that is the best disguise. I'm telling you, being fat is the best disguise to be trans. Because I can't tell if those are tits, if you're just fucking fat. I can't tell if you got an Adam's apple under all those double chins. I can't tell if you got a jawline. I can't tell. So this is a recommendation for all trans people that are doing their best to pass.
Get fat.
Get fucking fat, because that is the only way we're not going to be able to tell what the fuck you are.
Yeah, and here on the screen, sorry guys, I got Jabba the Hutt's brother sister. Fired DC writer Gretchen Felker-Martin doubles down, claims people like Charlie Kirk are not decent human beings who deserve respect. Well, I personally think that people like Gretchen Felker-Martin here are not decent human beings who deserve respect. It's so hilarious to me that these people go around talking about how degenerate and terrible all of these other human beings are, when really they just need to look in the mirror and they can see the most degenerate types of people that are on this planet.
Yeah. Wow. To be fair, if I was this person, I wouldn't look into a mirror.
They don't even fit in the mirror.
Yeah. You need a fucking extra size.
They'd have to go to the fucking circus where they belong.
And this person's doing like an interview from their bedroom too. They probably live with their parents still.
They got 2 beds put together.
But the thing is, when it comes to this person
sleep.
who, just as a refresher, in the aftermath of Charlie Kirk being assassinated, said, "Rest, thoughts and prayers, you Nazi bitch. I hope the bullet wasn't harmed by hitting Charlie Kirk." That's what he said.
Yeah.
And then this was one of the first firings we saw. Within a day, less than 24 hours, DC announced that the Red Hood comic that he almost gendered her, that he had been working on was getting canceled.
Yeah.
And then, about 24 hours later, official statement from Warner Brothers DC, no longer employed. And then this person went out and did another interview and basically said, I didn't think it was really that big of a deal. Everyone on the internet hates this person. You can read the quote.
Yeah.
I can't see it.
How much more? Here you go. Is this better?
That's a little big.
Is that good?
It's a little big.
You sure? It just didn't strike me As an especially hot flashpoint, this is such a loathsome person. Everyone on the entire internet is talking about how pleasant it is that he got his.
The the biggest public assassination that we've
Whew.
seen in the United States in decades and decades and decades. It didn't seem like an especially hot flashpoint. Holy
Yeah.
fuck.
I
Now,
thought everyone was just gonna shut up and move on.
you know, you don't need to, like, you don't need this quote to realize that this person is out of touch with reality. All you have to know is that they're trans and they look like the way that they do. But holy shit, how deranged.
Remember, if Felcher loses her job, that means 3 Burger Kings and a Chipotle will go out of business. Sorrows and prayers.
I don't think there's enough damn food stamps in the world to feed this bitch on unemployment.
Probably not, to be fair. I hope their activist co-workers are getting ready to surrender up their entire paychecks just to feed this person. I saw that he had died in the middle of spreading more of the bigotry that he spent his every waking moment promulgating. Is that how you even say that word? And in a way,
promulgating
yeah.
it's pushing something out there, spreading something out
yeah,
there.
no, I know what it means, but I guess I've never said it out loud. Whatever.
It's all right. You know.
Yeah. I'm a woman.
Male brain,
I don't even
yeah.
know how to speak. And in a way that he had advocated for others to die and felt nothing but contempt for his life. I mean, this is a man who I've watched for years go on television and on enormous stages and convention halls and say that me and everyone like me should be stoned to death. Of course, Charlie Kirk has never advocated for stoning anyone to death. That claim is rooted in a misrepresentation of a past exchange where he pushed back against someone who was selectively quoting scripture to promote their own agenda. I can't say I'm surprised that these people never can use full quotes. They always have to take these very small, specific segments in order to push their lies and their propaganda.
Yeah, and you know, even Stephen King pushed out this lie to his 7 million followers, and it got 30 million views, 250,000 likes, and then, you know, deleted that tweet about 24 hours later after getting called out for it because it's a lie, because he repeated something that he heard on Twitter.
Yeah.
Won't happen again. Yeah, I'm sure it won't happen again.
Oh, it absolutely will happen.
And I'm sure you didn't delete it and apologize 7 times in fear of being sued by Charlie Kirk's estate. I'm sure that has nothing to do with why you deleted it.
He's just a good guy now. Well, luckily his movie bombed at the box office this past week, which, by the way, I very legally obtained a very legal copy of that movie. That movie was fucking trash. That movie was so boring. It's so bad. They're like, how can we make the Hunger Games again without having, like, I don't know, the beasts and, like, the cool technology? And they even got a bunch of the people who did the Hunger Games movies. Like, the director was the guy who did the Hunger Games movie. And it's like, let's make the most boring version of this possible. It was trash. And it deserves to fail. Just on the basis of it being a bad movie. Never mind getting into Stephen King running his mouth.
Were you a big fan of Hunger Games?
No, I never really got that big into Hunger Games. I mean, like, they're fine. Like, they're fine movies, I guess. But, like, I don't know.
What's the sign they throw up? What do they do?
You just put up 8 gang signs in a row.
They do this? What do they do?
Yeah, I think it's... Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I don't fucking remember.
Like, how many fingers comfortably fit inside Jennifer Lawrence's asshole? Like, is that what it was for?
Maybe.
Harvey Weinstein would know. And he's got sausage fingers.
Yeah, that's true. He probably would know. Hey, if he was still around, we wouldn't be dealing with the Bella Ramseys. SBZ, thank you for the 5. Finally managed to catch a Get a Room podcast live. I know. We're here every Monday, 9 to 11 to 11:30-ish, depending.
It's called Fuck My Life, by the way.
Yeah,
Chris Gore tried to put that on us. He sprung that on us. Like, listen, if that was the name of this podcast, I probably would have known that Vera was going to be on Friday Night Tights, a show that I co-host.
That is very true.
Before Gary announced it.
Yeah.
The Friday previously.
I mean, really, we just ignore each other because we hate each other up until like 2 days before the live stream that were like, oh shit, this isn't canceled yet. Guess we got to talk to each other. Wolf, thank you for the 2. ESO, Tan Lorne, enough said. Thank you for the dono. Glitch Hunter, thank you for the 10. Problem with Bethesda games made after Morrowind is with each entry, they started streamlining for casuals gameplay, and even story suffered for it. I feel like with each new entry, Skyrim barely is an RPG. I disagree. I think that Skyrim is a pretty good RPG, but also, yeah, this is just a problem we see with basically every franchise that's I don't know if I want to say completely like worn its welcome, because Elder Scrolls is good, but it's what happens when any franchise has like 10 iterations.
I do think that Skyrim is certainly a normie skewing RPG, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's why it's as fucking popular as it was, right? Because it was a little bit normieized, and also the setting helped with it. Just the promotional material in general for it was sick. Like, honestly, like if you remember, I know you were probably fucking 7 years old, but like when Skyrim was like coming out, like the first couple like promo shots and commercials we got for it were fucking awesome. They looked so cool.
Yeah. It's true. And now we get, I don't know, fucking gay orcs. It's wonderful. Hypernauts, thank you for the 20 Canadian. If you aren't a fascist, you're a bigot or a misogynist, an islamophobe. The mental abuse that's weaponized on a daily basis makes them wonder why people have such apathetic contempt for them. They are tools of repression. You're not wrong. Ghost of Valhalla, thank you for the 10. You'll be seeing people pirating and using key shops if they really, really want to play these games, and pre-orders will be non-existent after all this. I think that judging by the size of the industry, I don't necessarily fully agree. There will always be a group of people to buy games. Now, if these companies see a severe decline in sales because of these types of situations, I think that we could see a shift in the scope of games that are coming out. Because if you're going to have, I don't know, a team of pretty controversial people and it costs $500 million to make and nobody buys it, well, that's different than creating 5 $100 million games that have all different types of teams.
Yeah.
So
we're seeing the same problems that we're seeing in the entertainment industry.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like the bloat, the massive budgets, the like growing completely beyond what is necessary in some cases to make these games, and then making them so big that you have so many different people working on them and so many different teams that then even the work that they're doing, having to coordinate it together and sometimes redoing or overdoing or doing something that's not going to work with something somebody is already doing. It's a mess. It is an absolute nightmare. When it comes to the big budget shit.
Yeah, absolutely. Michael, thank you for the 5. I have 112 unplayed games in my Steam library, so I can go 5+ years without buying a new one. I mean, yeah, I wish it was that. I wish it was that simple for me.
What if your Steam account gets deleted for
hate speech?
For hate speech or liking something or
yeah,
celebrating Charlie Kirk's death. Wouldn't that be great if some people got their Steam accounts banned for celebrating Charlie Kirk's death? What if they had 200 games on there?
I don't know. It's because it's a slippery slope, right? Because if stuff like that starts happening, right, it'd be funny. It would. I'm not disagreeing with that at all whatsoever. It'd be funny, but
I think it's a little different to take away things that someone has bought.
We know 100%. For a fucking fact that the people in these companies would weaponize it against everybody they don't like, and then we'd also get fucked over. So like, it'd be funny. It would. I would in theory love to see that happen, but like, it shouldn't, because we know we're also going to get fucked over by that. Be my luck, losing my account with fucking 10K in games on it.
Posting an edgy meme.
Yeah, for one edgy meme. First FML podcast episode, it's over for me and my accounts. My GOG account with like 700 games on it.
I hope you get fucking banned for that disgusting meme of Vikings and bears. That's promoting violence.
Do you want another?
Particularly.
There you go. There's one. There's one somebody made.
Is this supposed to be you?
Yeah, it's supposed to be me.
As if you're a fucking Vikings fan.
Yeah, but still. Doesn't matter.
Shit.
It's still your team getting fucking wrecked. That's
You
gotta
did
hurt.
that to those poor Bears?
Yeah, I did.
You're complaining about me calling a cat Antifa, yet you're out there murdering bears.
Yeah, of course.
This is a fucking horrible meme, whoever did this.
This one really got you angry.
It's just so bad.
This one's really got him angry, guys.
It's so bad because I don't know where those bears came from. Like, what game? Like, what?
It's like World of Warcraft.
Yeah, what engine? Like,
what engine? Like, you fucking care.
Like, what engine were these bears generated in compared to the fucking like 1980s Vikings over here? And one of them's like fucking big and fat with his belly button showing. Like, that is degenerate and disgusting. He's probably trans. Look at him.
Yeah, that one really, really made you angry. I'll write that down. I'll keep that in the back of my mind next time I need more meme material against you. I'll remember those bears. Iron Wolf, thank you for the 10. Skyrim came out on Veterans Day 2011 as a USMC GWOT vet going through a rough time. Then it meant a lot to me over those few years. Seeing what they've become hurts more than any of these instances. Yeah.
GWOT's Global War on Terror.
Yeah, it is. That is true.
Oh, it is,
But
is it?
It is. It is.
Yeah. Like I hear you, man. You do associate some games with like different portions of your life, you know, especially
absolutely.
if they helped you get through some stuff.
Yeah. It sucks that companies as big as Bethesda, that so many people have loved for such a long time, and in this case, you know, decades and decades, it does suck. And that's why I don't ever tell people exclusively to boycott something. Like, you guys are adults, you can buy a game you want or boycott a game if you feel passionately enough, because I get that everyone's going to have all these different opinions, but it's become basically impossible to separate these people from their work because they have pushed their politics into all of the work. So now you pair that with the fact that these people are being so loud and vocal and hateful on social media. You know, it is hard. It's hard to support them. That's for sure. Again, it sucks. It sucks that this happened. It sucks that we got to this point and that these are the people that are primarily running this industry. Like, I'd love to say, wow, I'm shocked, and these just have to be a couple of extreme cases, but we know that it's not.
But the thing is, well, Zero Skill in the chat says, I genuinely don't know if that cat photo was about hate on Charlie or it was hate for the shooter. No, it was clearly if you're saying it was about something relevant and not just a random post, it was 100% like insinuating that Charlie Kirk is a fascist.
Well, that's
and
the
that they
problem
don't care
with
that
the
he died.
types of people that are, you know, part of these companies and running these companies. Like, this is their mentality.
Yeah.
So.
But what I was going to say about this stupid bitch, this dude, you knew this is who this person is when you hired them. This is a person who went through a massive controversy with their book, their like transgender fantasy book, where they feature J.K. Rowling burning to death in the book itself. Right? Yeah. In that book, they have J.K. Rowling getting burnt alive. They have also advocated for J.K. Rowling's throat to be slit publicly. That's someone that's just a few years ago in this person's history. Yeah. This is somebody who said America deserved 9/11. No, we're not talking about Hassan. We're talking about Gretchen Felker-Martin.
I've never seen that post. I believe it exists.
So this is what we're talking about with this person, and you hire them anyway. You know what's crazy? The God, what were the people? The names of the people who did the Matrix?
The Wachowski
brothers.
Yeah,
we're now the Wachowski sisters. Well, one of them is adapting that fat, disgusting dude's transgender fantasy book into a movie.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't even know that.
Yes.
What?
I'm pretty sure.
That's That's so stupid. Ay, ay, ay. The Jabroni, thank you for the 2. Wait, is his name Felcher? Ha, Felcher. I know. I know. What a fitting name for such a fitting person. Health Minister of Belgium, thank you for the 499. Who's fatter, me or Gretchen from DC? Probably still Gretchen. I don't think that thing has any competition, to be fair. Gaia Rye, thank you for the 20. Canceled my Game Pass subscription today. They're going to have to fire quite a few people if they want my premium Canadian Monopoly money again, or release a game that isn't complete dog shit till then. Here's their 20. Much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. I still think that Game Pass is a pretty decent subscription if you're just a casual gamer and like you don't want to constantly be paying $70 for games. But at the same time, like I definitely don't blame you for wanting to cancel your subscription. Oh, you look like you were going to say something. You can't find it?
I found one article, but I'm looking for like the announcement that thing is happening. Oh, fuck you.
Dead Man, thank you for the 499. Conspiracy theory here. Someone is trying to take out the last remaining upright man. Julianisis? How do I fucking say words tonight? Holy shit. I know. I don't know how to speak tonight. Sorry, guys. It is what it is. It's what happens when you talk so much.
You even had a drink.
I know. I haven't. Big O, your average Joe. Go, Pack, go. Thank you for the 2. I appreciate it. Robert, thank you for the 999. Hail FML. Off topic, but I finally played Gotham Knights and it wasn't horrifically woke, but then the ending happened. Seriously, they bring Batman back just to kill him off again? Fuck my life. I know. Gotham Knights is... I didn't think it was the worst game either, but it is still pretty bad when you take a look at the entire picture. Like, I guess the gameplay was pretty decent. I think, like, the level design was okay, but yeah, it's hard to want to replay it again, even knowing Sweet Baby was a part of it. Absolute losers. It's terrible.
Share my screen.
Here we go.
This is from a year ago. Lily Wachowski is turning Gretchen Felker-Martin's Manhunt into a TV show. Felker-Martin's horror novel about a world where high testosterone levels turn people into feral murderous beasts was published in 2022. So it's then not really a surprise when we see that person defending Gretchen Felker-Martin for this post. Over on Blue Sky, Lily Wachowski, DC Comics planting their flag in the moral high ground on the side of a white nationalist transphobe while dutifully carrying on his rotten work in the firing of Gretchen Felker-Martin. The characters in the DC universe would find this despicable. Would they? Yeah. Would Superman think that somebody cheering on the killing of a peaceful person, would he think, I think he would think that is despicable. I think he would think that Gretchen Felker-Martin is despicable and that you are despicable.
Yeah. I mean, one would deduce that if, they knew anything about the character. But they don't, because they don't know anything.
There's very few silver linings you can find anywhere with any of this trans activism bullshit stuff that's going on. One thing that I think has been a positive that's come from it, and we have a story that we can talk about this a little bit later too, is that with the last Matrix movie, we have definitively proven that men make better movies than women. There is no debate anymore, because when it was the Wachowski brothers put out some fire.
Yep.
As soon as they became this, shit went down here real quick.
Yep. Because they got super politically correct and so entrenched in their ideology that they stopped looking at making movies and products for entertainment value, and they did it for propaganda purposes. And that's what sucks about so many of these people.
Bro, this dude is so fucking ugly.
Yeah. Hey, still not as ugly as fucking Gretchen Felker-Martin.
Just not as fat.
Not as fat, but kind of getting there. They've gotten significantly heavier. That's for sure. It's pretty bad. But you know, when it comes to like the Bethesda situation, we knew days and days ago, right, that they were going to face a problem because several of the people that were a part of Bethesda and part of Bethesda's teams, right, were liking some of the absolutely vile posts that we've seen, like the one by the Sucker Punch senior staff character, texture and look dev, even though now they're not anymore. But we knew that these people already felt a lot of hatred. And so this whole Bethesda situation, again, like I get that there's people that want to give them the benefit of the doubt, like, oh, maybe it was just like a mistake, or like they didn't intend it to come off this way. But if it was a scheduled post, they could have canceled that scheduled post if they really felt strongly enough and they felt like this could upset people, or they could have just not posted it. But given the word fascist being thrown around so much right now, I can't give them the benefit of the doubt because there's so many people like this at a company like Bethesda.
Didn't we see the Ghost of Yotei voice actor also?
No. That was a clip from like 2 years ago or last year, but it just had somebody had just put in that commentary over it, but that is not true. Erika Ishii might be an insane LGBTQ plus activist, but they haven't made a statement at this point in time about Charlie Kirk.
Okay, so, that's good.
It is good.
That's why I asked in a questioning tone, because I only had seen one post about it.
Before I spread false information,
can
you confirm?
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, it was not. It was not true. So I guess that's something in their favor. Tommy, thank you for the 2. Ryan nails it. Wachowski brothers are better than the Wachowskis. 100%. I agree. I mean,
definitive proof.
What else have they put out besides the last fucking terrible Matrix movie since they're transing?
I don't know. Didn't one of them do Jupiter Ascending?
I guess. Maybe.
I don't really remember.
I don't know.
I'm only taking into consideration those things that prove my point.
Fair enough.
I can't tell you I've done a ton of research on it.
Yeah. Dark, thank you for the 5. Keep up the good work there. Watching Piers Morgan and the absolute destruction of Destiny on there. We are on our way to sweeping. Keep up the fight. I haven't seen that yet. Was that today?
Piers hosted a thing, and Jack Posobiec was on there, and Destiny was going off. Destiny was making fun of Erika Kirk, the widow, and so they had a lot of back and forth on there. I just watched a clip, so
I haven't seen the full thing.
I was supposed to be on Piers Morgan to talk about Superman after it came out.
Oh,
and I got fucking cut. I got dropped. I was ready to rock and roll, and I got dropped. You know who for?
Who?
Fucking Superman, Dean Cain. So
yeah.
This was like, all right.
Any controversial statement you want to make about Dean Cain now that you're very ticked off? You want to piss? No.
I was
off?
Like, that's understandable.
I hate this guy now. I'm so mad.
No, like when I heard that,
I did.
Like, okay, I guess that
it makes sense.
He probably is more qualified to talk about Superman than I am, I suppose. A guy, one of like the few living people who played him. Got it.
Also, hello, Wicked. Hope you're doing good.
What's she laughing at?
I think me trying to bait you into like a really inflammatory statement.
No, I like Dean. He's cool.
I know.
He works for ICE. Let's send him after all you fucking illegals in the chat.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know if we have many in these communities, yours or mine, but I guess maybe. I don't know. Anybody want to out themselves? Want to knock at your door? Daz, thank you for the 5.
Let Dean know.
Yeah, we need to.
What is that profile picture? My God, that scares the shit out of me.
It's like it kind of looks like AI claymation, almost.
Why he got nipples like that? Like weird.
Disney's next movie, perhaps. Peaceful protests, calling them out on social media and voting with your wallets. I completely agree. I 100% agree. There are ways to do it. There's ways to fight back. There's ways to be vocal, and in this case, these are what I would say are proper ways for sure.
So I just to reiterate, and I think we've been pretty clear about it in general, but just to reiterate on the stream, when we're talking about this stuff, when we're talking about how fed up we are with it, when we're talking about how I don't know if there's any like conversations to be had anymore after you assassinate the person who literally wanted to have conversations with people. We're not advocating for violence, and we're not talking about people going out there and committing violence. Just want to make that clear.
Oh yeah, no, we're definitely not. There are ways to voice your opinion and have your point come across to these companies better than violence ever could. 100%. Rotor, thank you for the $9.99. Ryan, here you go, Ryan. I see the big NFL. Here you go. Ryan's like, shit, I have to work. Fuck my life.
We take turns on this, all right? That's how it works. Rotor Nader. I say people's full names, by the way. I respect them, Vera. You see a name that you don't know if you'll be able to
these
pronounce,
are my pals.
and you just like shorten it.
All right, I won't shorten them anymore. I'm sorry, these are my friends.
Hashtag say their names.
Okay.
Ryan, I used to be a big NFL fan until it was watered down and politicized. How are you able to watch and enjoy it now? Well, if you guys are interested, the Buccaneers just scored in the last second to beat the Houston Texans in Monday Night Football. Got another Monday Night Football game starting in a little bit here. Chargers at Raiders. I'm a huge football fan. I'm not going to lie. The period of time, especially in like the 2020, 2021, where everything was fucking Black Lives Matter and George Floyd this and all that, it was so overbearing and bullshit. The NFL of all the leagues, I think they quickly realized how unpopular that was, and they backed off a considerable amount. To be honest, if you're just tune in and watch a normal NFL broadcast, you usually don't really see too much anything like that. A couple years ago, maybe you would have. You really don't right now. And I mean, speaking of that, in the aftermath, why are you doing this? I was about to bring up a nice point. Fucking bitch.
Okay. Sorry. It's a microaggression. So sorry.
So, and actually, most of the teams last Sunday all held moments of silence and moments of remembrance and stuff like that for Charlie Kirk. And a lot of those were very positively received around. Not everybody. There were some people that didn't, like Cincinnati Bengals didn't, Minnesota Vikings didn't, stuff like that. But most all of the teams did. So
I think there was like 4 that didn't.
Yeah. So to me, it is not nearly as present politicized as it used to be. I still call them out for doing dumb shit. Black national anthem, like they try to make the Black national anthem into a thing 5 years ago. Black people didn't even know the Black national anthem. Nobody knew this thing was fucking real. Nobody cared about this thing ever until you just fucking finally pretended like you started to care. They used to do that like right before the national anthem. They realized that was very unpopular. So instead they did it like 45 minutes before the game when nobody's fucking there and it's not televised or anything.
Yeah.
So to me, it's okay. Now, if you want to talk about the game itself and how you don't like the way the game's played, that's a different story.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for the 10. I appreciate it. I have no sports commentary to give, so I always have to pass these questions off to you. I don't know anything except for, I don't know, I guess Tom Brady really is the greatest of all time. Billy Cheat sucks. And, well, the Bears are also fucking trash. Tommy, thank you for the 10. I appreciate it. I say again, don't retaliate physically. We are better. Ryan quits. Continue to restrain yourself physically. Fight with your words. The left will eat itself eventually. Be patient. Cheers, Ryan and Vera. I'm Buzz. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it.
Sometimes I need some privacy. I get awkward being on camera so long.
Yeah.
That's all.
I don't know. I mean, I do 5, 6, 7 hour live streams. Sometimes I don't get up and walk away from the camera and the computer once. You know, it's just the way it goes.
I'm not walking away. I put on a face for the people, okay? I put on a performance for the people. And every once in a while I need to just relax that face so I can bring it back, ready to go.
Fair enough. SC 615, thank you for the 5. Shitty haircut, Ryan. Hope you thought fuck my life when the barber spun you around.
Fuck you.
My fantasy team is Dogwater and O2. So fuck my life too. Also, hi Vera. Hello.
Yeah, not surprised you suck at fantasy football. But yeah, I did get a haircut today. I will say the chair was broken in my barber's today.
Oh jeez.
Like, so when she's like getting ready to lean me back, she's like, well, this broke just the other day, so this might be kind of tough. We're like trying to fucking lean this thing back, didn't work, so I had to like go half back. It was rather annoying. Fuck my life.
Sounds like maybe you need a better barber.
No, it's her chair broke. Well, what am I supposed to do? Probably some fat, useless fuck sat.
She's
in
only
it.
got one
Probably
chair in the whole establishment. Fucking Gretchen.
Some fat black dude walked into the barber shop and he was like kept complaining that his fade wasn't quite right or whatever. And it took fucking forever. That's probably the bitch who broke it.
She's only got one chair though. Why not sit you in a chair that's not broken?
So I know you're a woman, so you go to salons and stuff like that. Sometimes at barbershops, things are a little different. Sometimes barbers like rent out specific chairs. Like everybody's got a chair that they rent out in the barbershop and stuff like that.
Yeah, but I'm saying, why doesn't she physically have just another chair as like a backup? Or two backup chairs?
They're rather expensive.
Okay.
So she's got to either get that one fixed or get a replacement. But they're responsible for their own chairs and shit. It all depends on where you are. Depends on what place, how it works. So
yeah,
I know it. You might not have an understanding because you've probably only had, how old are you? 26 years old. You've probably had 26 haircuts in your fucking life, whereas I get them about once every 6 to 8 weeks.
I've been to the hairstylist twice, maybe 3 times. Yeah, maybe 3 times.
See,
why pay somebody else to do what I can do myself? You know what I mean?
I can't cut my hair.
Well, sounds like a you problem. Anita Amanda, hugging kiss lips. Thank you for the 2. See,
imagine if you hadn't said that whole name.
Wow, I know. It's crazy. My life's changed. Hey, Vera, red is my favorite color, and you too. Much appreciated. Thank you. Vera should VTube with a Viking character. VTube models are like fucking $3,000. Am I going to put, I don't know, the next million months worth of FML funds to an outdated meme? Would be kind of funny though. Gotta be honest. It would be kind of comical, Michael.
What's your heritage?
Me?
Yeah, what kind of white are you?
I'm like 90% Irish and then like Scottish.
Damn, okay.
Yeah.
Pretty purebred then. I was because if you had some Scandinavian in you, maybe you could get away with that.
No, it might be like 80-20, but I'm pretty sure it's closer to like 90-10. I know, kind of crazy.
I'm just
no Viking character for me.
Just a fucking like mix of everything in like England and Northern Europe.
Yeah, sounds like a problem. Arigato.
I'm fine with it. I'm good.
Thank you for the 3 months. Don't forget they are currently trying to convince everyone that the shooter is right wing, despite clear evidence to the contrary. This guy, I mean, yeah, definitely wasn't fucking like far right wing. This guy was a shit poster though. Holy fuck. This guy has like 3,000 hours in Sea of Thieves. Hey, I know there are people out there that like Sea of Thieves. I thought Sea of Thieves was trash.
Bro, no wonder he's in Sea of Thieves all the time.
She does, and I respect that. But this guy, gay, furry, murderer, Sea of Thieves has bad taste in video games too.
Well, hold on. He was only fucking a furry. We don't know if he was a furry. We don't want to put that on him.
Oh, come on. You know what? I don't even care at this point.
Like
close enough.
I think that it is so funny that they're desperately trying as hard as they can. Hey, you know the guy who wrote Antifa messages on his bullet, who said "catch this fascist," who had Bella Ciao on his fucking bullet, who had all this shit.
Yeah.
Was one of two things. Either he is in a relationship with someone, a man who he is fucking in the ass, or a man who is fucking him in the ass while he is on the road to transition to call themselves a woman. And you're trying to tell me that this dude's just hardcore MAGA? Like, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah, I don't know. And I don't have anything against furry specifically, but like when you're stacking up these different things, kind of wild.
And then people are like, well, his parents are Republican. You know all the people that are saying that are claiming
people go to college and then get fucking indoctrinated. Do people not understand the political powerhouse that is a college?
Well, look, the irony of all the people that are screeching that, they are the same ones who are constantly bitching and complaining about how they can't stand their family because they're right wing and they don't understand their lives. I tried to come out as transgender, non-binary. I'm a stupid fucking sick degenerate freak to my parents, and they didn't understand. Like, the same people who have been telling you that for fucking years and years and years are trying to say, even though they disagree completely with their parents politically and hate their family for disagreeing politically, say, well, he must be a Republican, despite his own words, despite his family's own words about him, despite his friends' words about him, despite these leaked screenshots, despite what he wrote on the bullets, despite the fact that he's fucking a transgender dude in the asshole. Despite all of this, they are trying to convince you that he's right wing.
He's right wing, guys. Don't you know? He really is. So stupid. These people are crazy. Munchlags, thank you for the gifted membership. And Mongoose, thank you for the gifted memberships. You can't expect anything better from these people, though. They're just trying to take the blame off of themselves and off of their group because they realize, oh shit, so many of us could be investigated for this now. But preach, you know? I appreciate your very intense commentary about fucking dudes in the ass. Thank you.
My
so
commentary?
Yeah, your commentary. Very, very grateful for that. Oh, by the way, guys, let's see what this is at. It's went up by, what was that at? 53?
52 or 53, so
yeah,
it's up 1,500 or so.
Oof. It's pretty good. I'm glad to see that there are so many people taking note. Because again, obviously, I'm not going to sit here and tell people what to do with their money. If you should buy a product or boycott a product or whatever the case may be, everybody can make their own decisions. The left is the group that loves to tell you what you can and can't do in your own time and with your own money. But I'm glad that there are so many people that are paying attention to this because, I mean, when it initially happened, right, it was shocking. It was so shocking. But there was a group of people that were like, oh, you know, people shouldn't be commentating on this. Why? That's what these individuals want. They want you to be silent. They want this to be swept under the rug. And then the people who are part of the games industry want to be able to spew the same hatred. So now, if you are sitting here, right, and you are talking about this situation, if you're a developer at Bethesda or whatever company might be the case, you're no longer going to be able to just like silently put out that opinion to your group in the friend bubble you have because people are constantly paying attention to you. And I'm shocked that all these days later, at least I haven't seen any yet, examples of Sweet Baby Inc. employees or Black Girl Gamers employees making any sort of statements. I'm shocked, but maybe they are and just behind their blocks and nobody's screenshotted them yet.
That's true. That could be the case.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of these people in these like narrative consultation companies that are now trying to fly under the radar because they've already faced so much backlash for their actions and their statements that maybe they just figure we definitely don't need like any more backlash. So they're deciding, well, we're gonna like try to stay more quiet on this, and it's probably best that we like don't fucking cause irreparable damage to our companies like even further than we already have.
Yeah,
but,
I'm like, now it's like giving me ideas to like go look. This is Black Girl Nerds. Let me scroll through their feed. Black Girl Nerds has posted 460,000 times to Twitter. By the way, 460,000.
That's got to be like 100 fuck. That's insane. How old's her account? It's just got to be spam shit. It has
it's
to
all
be.
like their articles and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So now I'm trying to scroll back to like September 11th, but it's taken forever because they tweet all the time.
I've only got 9,341.
How many times have I tweeted?
I guess I'm just not like chronically like online.
Bro, is this true? Is this true? The shooter had a second gay lover.
I love opening up social media. It's always so educational. It's always, I don't know. Other lover we are working on a name for. We traced him through Steam games. This shit is insane. I can't with the fucking internet.
Like I for a lot of this stuff that comes out,
I
like
don't know if I necessarily want to click on this thread though, you know? Talking about gay furries, I'm a little afraid.
And for a lot of it, so much stuff has come out, and especially when it comes to these internet
we know they would have
investigators
sex when Tyler's mom was out of town.
Yeah, like
we know he belongs to the furry club in Utah.
Like, take all of this with a grain of salt, clearly. There's only a couple things that we know for sure. There's so much fake news that came on. I see James Bond in the chat, and James Bond, it's a disgrace for you to use that name. You should be embarrassed. You should delete your fucking account and go somewhere else with your life. But, like, he's saying Tyler was a registered Republican. No, he wasn't. That was another lie that came out from the left, shockingly. He was not registered with either party, in fact. I'm not going to say he was a registered Democrat because he wasn't. He's not registered with either party. You're retarded. You're gay. You fucking suck. And I hope, well, I won't say that. I won't say that. Not on my channel. So I won't say anything about what I hope that your future holds. I will just say that you are wrong. And like so many people have been. Look, fucking everyone's like 4chan will find him. 4chan doxed like 2 fucking people and said that they were the person when they weren't, and has potentially ruined those people's lives because of that.
Oh yeah.
So like you do have to be kind of careful about what you put. So was that true? Does he actually have a son gay lover? We'll find out. But that meme is incredible though.
It really, really is. It's pretty fucking wild that she has a second gay lover. Wow. What an interesting timeline we live in. How did we get to this point? Truly. Maybe the internet was actually a mistake. I'm actually starting to think that at this point. That's fascinating. I guess we'll see what happens, but it is what it is. I mean, congrats to him, I guess. You know what? I saw people talking earlier about him, like, this guy getting the death penalty. I don't think that he should get the death penalty. I think that he should be put, for the rest of his life, into solitary confinement with Charlie Kirk's speeches playing over and over and over. That's what I would personally do if I was in charge of the situation. Just know it could always get worse. That's what I would do if it was up to me. He doesn't. You know what? He doesn't have to die. For the people that are against the death penalty, that's what I'd fucking do. Doesn't deserve to get out of it easily. That's for sure. Ghost, thank you for the 5. 4chan for the past 3 days has been doxing and hacking the people, putting out horrible videos, not saying it's right, but they're still doing it. I mean, isn't that just kind of what 4chan is always doing? So, like, I can't say.
But if you remember, after the first video pictures dropped of the suspect, all of a sudden 4chan was certain they found who it was, right? And that person's name was out there. It was flying around, millions of impressions and shit. Person had nothing to do with it. You know, like, person had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
And people are still sharing the picture of that person in a fucking mask with like a trans thing on their chest that wasn't the guy who did it. They're still sharing that like it's a picture.
Well, right.
Of him.
It's like that
dude.
image of the older man actually at the rally. I see that picture still circulating. Yeah. Like this guy who's got this like British accent. He just he's like, I was just here to listen to the guy talk. Feel bad for him. Cabal, thank you for the 5. To make things easier, I'm only buying games from the East now. Well, that's also a problem because you're still supporting ultimately the CCP, and we see how China is with everything, but especially over the past couple years in the video game industry. Like, I know that there are a lot of like Chinese and South Korean and Japanese developers who are like making a lot of good games, but at the same time, there are bad people in every industry. It's just the way it goes, and every group in the industry. Tommy, thank you for the 5. I think companies are using the vile CK response to fire employees they always wanted to fire but couldn't based on those employees' far left ideas. That could potentially be the case, right? You never really know, but my problem with that, again, is that they're the ones who have hired so many of these people over the past couple of years. Like they could have stopped, I don't know, 2 years ago or 3 years ago or however many years ago. They could have stopped, a month ago hiring these types of people. And eventually, after all these projects either are completed or the positions become useless because the project is done or they get rid of a division at a company, right? These people would have already been phased out of this industry and all these industries at this point. So I don't know, but maybe.
I think that, honestly, I think most of these places have just been overwhelmed by the amount of backlash towards their employees and are trying to get it to stop. That's what I think.
Yeah. Could be. They don't want to, call out one specific employee. So they're just like, hey, we're going to fire this one employee, but also don't keep doing this, guys. Stark, thank you for the 5 months. I was today years old when I learned that The Matrix is a trans allegory. Fuck my life. I know, you learn something new every day.
It's not. It's retroactively. It identifies as a trans allegory, but it's not. They try to retroactively shove that shit in there. It's bullshit.
Well, of course, because again, all they've got is their ideology, and they see themselves in everything, and everything can be interpreted as this way when that's the only way that you view the world. Glitch Hunter, thank you for the 2. Professional sports are overrated. Thoughts on that, Ryan?
I mean, you can not like sports, and that's fine. I love sports. I've loved them my entire life. I've loved playing sports. I loved watching sports. It's just part of my life. It's part of a lot of people's lives. Not all the time do people that like gaming or nerd shit overlap with that. I do. I certainly do. So get fucked, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
Also, James Bond in the chat says Ryan sucks hard.
You would know, I suppose. James Bond, thank you. Look, James Bond, you are abusing that name. That is not okay. That is not okay.
Yeah. It's a pretty gay take by this guy, to be fair. This guy's pretty gay. Logan, thank you for the 5. I'm easy.
Well, you didn't read Tommy's thing. What the fuck?
Oh, I see. Sorry.
Because it was a retarded super chat, so we had to make sure.
Is it? I haven't read it yet. Ryan, stand up to prove you aren't hard. Podcasting with Vera. Vera, you do the same. Don't worry about me. I'm normal. I think it's because the last one I had read was by him, so the name was on the screen. I didn't reread it, but I think I'll pass.
I mean, I can stand up. You're still not going to be able to see me, but I mean, I can stand up. Not hard, I guess. But you can't see.
I guess.
You can't see, so it doesn't matter, but I did stand up for you, Tommy. I'm not going to shove my crotch in the fucking screen.
But he's normal, and he's just a normal man who just wants to see another normal man's crotch. That's normal, Ryan.
Don't worry about me. I'm normal.
He's looking to be your second gay, furry, bad video game taste lover.
There's
Sea
a
of
second
Thieves.
Gay lover.
Really? That's such a good just image combined with that caption. So crazy. Logan, thank you for the 5. I'm easy going on a first name basis with people who don't annoy me as much. Very, you're fine, but Ryan, not so much. Just kidding. Appreciate you guys and fuck my life. I know it's been a crazy week. Everybody's life is pretty fucked right now, especially these fucking absolute lunatics who are getting fired from their jobs. But yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens over the next couple of days and over the next couple of weeks, really, with the entire Charlie Kirk situation. I think that at this point, there's going to be a lot of these people that are going to go pretty quiet on it because they realize that they're going to lose their jobs if they don't, but can't put it past these people, and they love to run their mouths and they feel like they are untouchable, so maybe they'll play stupid games and continue to win stupid prizes.
We're going to continue to talk about them and cover them and stuff like that because some of these people are so deranged. They need to be called out. They desperately need to be called out and taken to task for this shit.
Oh yeah.
So
absolutely.
We're going to keep talking about it.
I don't have any faith in these people to wake up and maybe they'll realize oh shit, we maybe shouldn't have this take, or maybe we should actually look in the mirror and try to be better human beings, because that's not how these people fucking operate. Though I mean, I guess maybe a couple of them will. We've seen a lot of people over the past few days say how like they're kind of waking up to it, but
And
like
look,
again at the same time, it's rough. I don't know.
And look, I don't know, how many religious people there are in the chat or anything like that, but there has been a mass awakening of people who, whether rejuvenated to or for the first time, who are opening their Bibles, who are going to church, who are deciding to use Charlie Kirk's life and his faith as an inspiration to them. There are thousands and thousands of people who have come to Christ over the past couple days, and it's a tragic event that is like led to this, but when you go and you look at all the things that Charlie Kirk stood for and the way he lived his life, the type of father he was, the type of husband he was, everything, there's a lot to be inspired by. And I think we're seeing a lot more people realize who he is for the first time in the aftermath of this.
Yeah, no, I agree, but
a serious moment on FML. There you go.
It is a very serious moment. And now we get to roast bad fucking women directors and producers, and these women who just are not good at their jobs. So Ryan actually had sent this to me. Better story here. I hadn't seen this, but this shit is so fucking funny.
When was the last?
Can you hear the audio?
I can. It does not get any better than this. This is what it's all about. The women were taking over the award shows. It's time for our recognition. Elizabeth Banks presenting this, and she is so hyped to make herstory.
So stupid.
When was the last time a directing category had 5 women and 1 man? Now, yeah, I did not bother to look that up, but I think we all agree it was never. All right, the Emmy goes to Philip Barantini. This is the worst Emmy. When was that?
So perfect. It does not get more picture perfect than that.
5 fucking chances and they still lose? How?
Somebody brought it up today. You know what happened is the men were able to pool their vote to just one. They were only going to vote for one person. All the women, all the people that wanted the women to win, it's split 5 ways and they got fucked.
That is so funny to be like, sure, maybe there are some good women directors and producers out there. Maybe, if we're being extremely generous. But, well, apparently this lineup can't beat a man. So Elizabeth Banks brags that 5 women, 1 man nominated for Best Director at Emmys. Man immediately wins. I love that. Because women like her, of course, over the past couple of years, she's been part of a lot of, like, feminist-centered films. And these types of women constantly are pushing their opinion that, right, women are better than men and women are smarter and just as talented, but, oh, women haven't been given enough opportunities. Now they can't hide behind that lame ass excuse anymore because these women are getting, in this case, more opportunities than men to prove that they're good and prove that they're talented at their job, and they still get fucking beat by a man. It's so funny to me. It says at the 2025 Emmy Awards, Banks was tapped to present Outstanding Director for a limited or anthology series or movie. Rather than simply introduce the nominees and let the moment speak for itself, she tried to make it into a feminist statement. Banks proudly pointed out that 5 of the 6 nominees were women, touting it as a big cultural milestone. Cue the punchline. The 1 man nominated, Philip Barantini for Adolescence, immediately won. So Banks set the stage for a triumph of female representation, only to have reality instantly deliver the opposite outcome.
Is Adolescence the Netflix one about the
white kid?
Yeah.
Who, like, I don't know. I didn't watch it. Like, kills people, stabs somebody, something like that.
I think they changed the real. I think they changed the real story from a person of color to a white person.
Yeah.
For that specific story, it's weird how that works. But yeah, like I haven't watched that. Don't care about that. But the fact that it happened the way that it did is so funny.
Yeah, and of course, this isn't the first time that she tried to lecture Hollywood, because back in 2017, she called out Steven Spielberg at the Woman in Film Crystal plus Lucy Awards. By the way, I never heard of this a day in my fucking life, declaring he had never made a movie with a female lead, which I do remember this statement, but I had never heard of this Film Crystal and Lucy Awards. Never heard of it.
FCLA? You serious?
No.
No, I'm just
No.
kidding. Never heard of it either.
Yeah. No.
But the
Doesn't
moment
ring a
is
bell the third
funny.
or fourth time.
Like, the moment is funny because someone immediately is just like, the color purple. And she's like, oh, yep. I'm a complete and total fucking jackass.
Yep, the crowd clapped until people remembered The Color Purple, one of Spielberg's most celebrated films, which featured Whoopi Goldberg, Margaret Avery, and Oprah Winfrey as the leads. She was immediately fact-checked, and the backlash was so bad she had to apologize. It's always with these women trying to get some big gotcha moment against men, and it's so fucking cringe because, again, if you are a woman and you are talented at your job and you're passionate, it will speak for itself. Now, of course, we all think that most of these award shows are rigged anyway, and just the company or individual that pays the most gets the most awards. And I'm glad to see that things like The Penguin, right, got so many like accolades because it was a good show. But how often does that really happen where you say to yourself, this show genuinely deserved this award? Most of these awards are just like people patting themselves on the back.
For sure. And look, the Emmys last night, the host went out of his way to not make anything political, right? That was like what he said going in. Now, how ironic is it after years and years and years and years and years and years of shoving political shit down our throat at each and every opportunity, after the type of rhetoric that you inspired, that you pushed along with the mainstream media, after the lies that you told about the right, after the lies you told about Donald Trump, and specifically about Charlie Kirk, resulting in this man's death, his murder, his public assassination, the day after that is the moment where you decide, well, let's not talk about politics. That's not the spot for it here.
Right. It's okay to talk about politics when it's their politics. And it's the politics they feel like are important enough to be highlighted. Otherwise, we don't have to talk about politics. Why would we do that?
But
I also saw something like Jamie Lee Curtis had made a statement. I haven't actually seen it though, but I saw somebody mention it. Have you seen that?
Jamie Lee Curtis. I didn't see that, but I did see...
She made a statement on Charlie Kirk, I guess.
Oh, I didn't see that. But I did see that one person at the Oscars used the moment to say, go birds, fuck ICE, and free Palestine.
I did see that too, yeah, because that's definitely, again, like, what's going to make people
ICE,
like you and respect you. Definitely.
My favorite part is the LGBTQ activist and the Free Palestine activists who work together, you know? I don't really understand that.
Yeah. So apparently it says, well, I'm going to bring something up with you just because it's front of mind. Charlie Christ was killed 2 days ago.
What?
Kirk. Yeah. Charlie, the interviewer clarified. Right, Kirk. I called him Christ, I think because of Christ, because of his deep, deep belief.
This was an interview, huh?
I guess I don't like Jamie Lee Curtis very much. I've never been particularly wowed by any of her acting skills, but I'm going to see if I can find the clip real quick instead of watching the Daily Beasts clip, because I bet it's going to have some stupid fucking commentary. But I hadn't seen this yet.
The Freaky... God, it's so fucking hard to read. The Freaky Friday alum, thank you, an outspoken Democrat, noted despite disagreeing with Kirk on almost every point I ever heard him say, she believes he was a man of faith. And I hope that in that moment when he died, he felt connected to his faith, even though I find his ideas were abhorrent to me. Curtis said, audibly crying on the podcast, I still believe he's a father and a husband and a man of faith, and I hope whatever connection to God means that he felt it. Look, that's seems very like a very human reaction. You know what I mean? Which is not something you can say for all these ghouls that we've seen.
Oh no,
celebrating
absolutely
it.
not.
So I
So-
respect the response.
So apparently it was, yeah, part of another. Let me bring this up. Apparently it was part of like an interview she was doing or something, and then she made a brief statement. So I guess we'll listen to it real quick.
Charlie Crist.
Can you hear that?
Oh, you said Charlie Crist. Yeah.
Charlie Crist was killed 2 days ago.
Charlie Crist.
And-
Charlie
I'm sorry.
Kirk. Right?
Kirk. I just call him Christ. I
Yeah.
think because of Christ, because of his deep.
How old is she now?
She sounds old. She's got to be like 67. Remember when she put those big old titties out there for Freaky Friday?
Yeah, I do. That wasn't that long ago. A couple weeks ago.
Deep belief. I mean, I disagreed with him on almost every point I ever heard him say.
Yeah.
But I believe he was a man of faith.
She's 66, by the way.
Pretty close.
She's getting up there.
And I hope in that moment when he died that he felt connected to his faith, even though I find his ideas were abhorrent to me.
Yeah.
I still believe he's a father and a husband and a man of faith. And I hope whatever connection to God means that he felt it. Yesterday was
His opinions are absolutely abhorrent, but it's so sad this happened. What kind of fucking statement is that? These are not real tears. She is not actually crying. There's no way. It sounds so fake.
I don't know. I think she seems like she's high.
I mean, she's an actor.
Like she sounds like she's high to me.
She does kind of sound like maybe something's going on because again, at the beginning, she doesn't say his name right.
Here's the thing. I don't know. I don't trust these people, whatever. I don't know why she would feel the need to fake cry over this.
I don't know. This
It's
sound
not like there's
crocodile
any
tears to me.
it's not like there's any pressure from her peers to cry tears over this. She's the one who brought it up because apparently she was feeling like emotional about it. She sounds high to me personally.
Yeah.
I think it's a rather human reaction from people that have shown just how not human they are. That's kind of how I see it. If I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
9/11.
9/11.
I hope whatever connection to God means that he felt it. Yesterday was 9/11. I know there is video of his assassination. I know people who've seen it. Yesterday, we watched again these images of those buildings coming down. We as a society are bombarded with imagery. So we don't know what the longitudinal effects of seeing those towers come down over and over and over and over again, or watching his execution over and over and over again. We watched the Zapruder film, by the way, my birthday, November 22nd. I'm associated.
She has to make it about herself.
By the way, JFK got killed on my birthday.
Yeah, right. By the way, that's my birthday.
Don't forget to send me a
congratulations,
card.
you got a fucking medal. Holy shit.
With this
I don't know. Like, pause
awful
for a second.
day of
I see so many people in the chat being like, "Oh, fuck you, fuck her, that's so fake," or whatever. I just want to point out, we've spent this entire time absolutely fucking roasting people and laughing at them getting fired and shit for mocking the murder of Charlie Kirk, for making a joke out of it, for fucking saying he deserved to get it. And now you're listening to somebody, and maybe you think that they're not being truthful or not, who is saying that it's a horrible fucking thing, regardless of they agreed with this. And a lot of you people are like completely dismissive. What the fuck do you want, I suppose? What the fuck
So I
do you
think that it
want?
comes back to you shouldn't be forced to mourn, right? And if it doesn't sound fully genuine. So like, sure, it's good that she's coming out and she's making a statement, but first of all, she instantly slaps him in the face with his views were absolutely abhorrent, which feels like such a I guess I should make a statement on this, but I definitely can't condone his stances. And why is she crying over somebody that she thinks is abhorrent?
I
Why
think
cry
that,
then?
I think that
That's
that
what makes it
video,
weird. I don't think that it's necessarily fully ingenuine. It just feels performative.
it probably is to an
Like
extent.
maybe
Look,
she feels 25% mournful and sad that like a human being lost their life, but the other 75% is her jacking up her response in order to get attention.
maybe. I don't know. I don't know what she's necessarily. I don't know how big this podcast is with Mark Moran. I don't fucking even know what they're
Yeah, I
supposed
don't
to be
know.
talking about, if I'm going to be honest with you. But look, we've seen a lot of people, even people that did disagree with Charlie Kirk, who have been mortified by it.
Yeah,
Like
absolutely.
mortified, breaking down, especially women. Women cry about stuff way more easily than guys do. I have seen more men breaking down in tears over this than I thought possible. Even people on
Also,
the other
didn't
side
she
of the aisle.
I don't want to say completely turn, but like turn her daughter trans or whatever? Isn't that Jamie Lee Curtis?
Probably. And that's probably why she doesn't like Charlie Kirk. Probably because she believes all these fucking lies that are being told about him, which is why she said she finds his views abhorrent.
Yes, Jamie Lee Curtis introduces transgender daughter Ruby.
Yeah. What I'm just saying is it's wild that we have somebody sitting here and saying that this is a terrible, awful thing, regardless of whether I agree with him or not. And she's getting roasted for it. I think it's strange. Whether
Yeah.
you think she's being real or not. It's fucking weird energy.
Yeah, no, I get that. It's like I believe that she cares to a certain extent, but as actors typically do, I feel like she's probably dramatizing maybe her reaction a little bit more so she gets a couple more clicks out of it, and so people are giving her a little bit more attention. But I saw somebody mention that, and I thought that that was kind of interesting because, well, how many actors are coming out and like crying over the situation and like I don't know, just generally, yeah, not being like complete pieces of shit. And then you've got Elizabeth Banks over here bragging about the 5 women, 1 man nominations, which is just so hilarious to me. I love that. I love that you get what you deserve and you deserve nothing. I'm a traitor to my gender. Good.
The headline's so funny. Like, man immediately wins.
Immediately wins. I love that. Hey, it is what it is. She gets what she deserves. Oh, really quickly, guys, I wanted to show this very, very like wholesome post.
Wait, on this
Because
podcast?
I've been playing Silk Song on the channel, which by the way, I think I'm gonna go back to tomorrow. I don't know. I have to play that in Borderlands 4, but a Hollow Knight fan who passed away from cancer in 2019 has been honored in Silk Song as a boss fight. Team Cherry worked with Seth before his death to bring his character into the game. What a fucking based company. They shadow drop their game, or they give 2 weeks notice. They don't give any journalists or critics early access. They don't do any interviews. They said that they took 6 years to make the game because they were enjoying their time playing the game and making the game. And then they shadow drop, but then they decide to honor one of their big fans with a boss fight. Absolute Chad. I love that.
That's cool.
Developers not being pieces of shit. That's almost impossible in this industry now.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. That's a nice story.
That is.
It is weird that you have to kill him.
It is kind of weird you do have to kill him.
It
but
is
like,
weird that you have to kill the kid that died from cancer, but
well, the boss that he created, you're not killing him again. It's not like they fucking plastered his face
yeah, that's true.
into the game. They're like, kill this kid. It's a little different. But that's nice of them. And I thought that that was really cool. And I thought that we needed a little bit of wholesome content here. The team also found out about the young fan through a Reddit post. Oof.
Oh, shit.
Jeez. Kid was on Reddit. I don't know about that. But, I mean, rip
No,
this
that
fan.
for real. That's pretty cool, and I know a lot of people are having fun playing that. DSP's having a ton of fun playing Hollow Knight, Silk Song.
I saw the DSP. They're the mega, the video that's like 15 minutes long. It's like so stupid. You and DSP, you really like DSP. I respect that. I respect that about you, Ryan. I really do.
I'm glad that we're on the same page when it comes to DSP. But no, that is very cool.
Yeah,
that
it
they
is
did that.
nice. I thought we would bring it up really quickly. Russell Hall, thank you for the 2. If you're for King of Furry, you're a furry. Yeah, I mean, you are what you eat, right? Thanks for the 2, Russell. Bruce Monster, thank you for the 6 months.
Why, there is such a dick.
Speak Scottish, please. Listen, just because I am Scottish in part doesn't mean I can speak Scottish.
If you could change your fate, would you?
I knew you were gonna say that fucking line before I even got done saying it. How is it that that line is like stuck with you every single episode of the FML podcast? That's the
only Scottish thing I know. I swear,
it's a running joke at this point that every fucking stream someone's gonna donate something about being Scottish, so you have to say it every time. And when we finally end this stupid show, there's gonna be fucking 456 clips of you saying that line. It's stuck with you all this time.
It has. That I've never even watched the movie. I heard that in the trailer, and I was like, I'm out. I hate this. Like, I hate the way these people speak. I'm done.
I mean, guess it is what it is. Tommy, thank you for the 5. KFM, Ryan, Vera, myself. I'm a man. I live alone in a house. I'm easygoing. Good career. My drawbacks is that I'm not Ryan or Vera. Fuck my life. Yeah, that's what it is.
Marry, fuck. Do you take marry, fuck, kill seriously?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
When presented with them, I always take them seriously, but it can't be with people that I know. That's the one thing I don't do.
Yeah, that's
when they present
weird.
Like these people that I stream with. I don't
think it was
do
episode 1 or 2. It was like Bella Ramsey, fucking Gollum with the claws, and
right. See,
I don't remember who the third one was.
I take those seriously. I take those seriously, but I can't do it if it involves somebody I know.
Yeah, no, I get that. Glitch Hunter, thank you for the 5. Just say you hope they get a bad case of diarrhea. All these activists do deserve it. That's for sure. Alazam, thank you for the 5. Hey, Ryan, do you like Tetris? Tetris sucks. Tetris is so bad.
What do you mean?
Do you like Tetris?
Like as a phone game, yeah.
But like you wouldn't go out of your way. Like if you're sitting down, you have 3 hours worth of time to play a game. You're not going to pick Tetris.
Correct. No.
Yeah.
And
I agree.
Bro, on my flip phone, I used to have Tetris on my flip phone. That shit was awesome.
I feel like anything on mobile, if you're desperate enough, is fun. Like Temple Run, Pokemon Go.
Temple Run. Yeah, I got fucking tired of Temple Run. Remember the bike game? Like where you fucking like go like the motorcycle when you're
the one on all the gambling ads and shit.
I don't know about that, but the one where you're trying to get as far as you can, you have to go up hills without flipping over and dying and shit.
Yeah,
I love that thing, dude.
I think I know what game you're talking about. I don't know the name of it.
I loved that. I used to play that all the time when I was on watch in the military when I was supposed to be paying attention to a nuclear reactor.
Wow, great. Glad we got that confirmation that you didn't do your job. Tom,
I did.
For the 2. Ryan, did you get a haircut since last time?
I did. I got a haircut since the last stream I did this morning. I got it done this afternoon.
Yeah. Taker, 610. Thank you for the 2. Where Tyler is going, it'll be more than 2 gay lovers. I know, the 2 gay furry lovers are going to be jealous. I mean, there's really no commentary to give, to be fair. Cabal, thank you for the 2. This sounds like she's saying true lies.
Good movie.
Never seen it.
With her and Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yeah, I've never seen it.
She's pretty hot in that movie.
Is she? Well, you were just talking about her tits 5 minutes ago, so I assume you still think that she's mildly attractive.
No,
she's got her breasts out.
I was just saying she got her fucking honkers out. I wasn't saying I would want to fuck her.
It's like that Greta meme.
It's a statement of fact.
The clearly AI Greta shirt cutout image that everyone was going wild for.
If she was walking around with those hanging out, she could get in any country she wanted.
Yeah, it's probably true.
Even with that hair.
Yeah. Snake Oil Sean, thank you for the 5. Hail FML crew and chat. Fuck my
Thank you,
life.
Snake Oil Sean.
Yeah, thank you. Biolithic, thank you for the 5. Vera eating haggis stream when? Isn't that like, aren't those like, isn't it like some kind of like dish with beans or whatever?
Haggis?
Yeah.
Isn't
Am
it
I
some kind of
crazy?
Scottish dish?
Yeah, but doesn't it have like beans?
I thought it had something to do with fucking sheep.
Sheep's heart, liver, and lungs, minced with onion, oatmeal, suet, and then seasoned with spices and salt. Sounds pretty disgusting.
Yeah, it sounds gross. It's like all the parts of a sheep. I was right with the sheep.
I mean, if I was paid a ton of money, I'd try it, sure.
They should have called it bagus. I would have remembered it easier. No?
I gotta end this podcast. I swear to fucking God. Eggy
Better
Orphan,
not.
thank you for the 2. Did you see Dean Withers tearing up for Charlie? Yes, and I feel like people like Dean Withers are tearing up because they realize that they could be next. And they have to be careful.
Right,
And
he
they
had to
have
do
to
like an
respond
apology.
appropriately.
He had to do like an apology to his fans for crying for Charlie Kirk.
Yep.
I think that for some people, like that level of violence, to see it occur, to see the
It's
way in which it
shocking.
happened, it is shocking, and people can have very emotional reactions to that shit, even if they're evil.
Yeah, no,
makes
I
sense.
agree. Definitely. But really quickly, guys, I wanted to show off Borderlands. Last topic of the evening, of course. Over the past couple of days, Borderlands 4 has been getting raked across the coals by gamers. The score is tanked. I know it's sold a lot based on the amount of people playing on Steam, but Randy Pitchford just doesn't know when to shut the hell up. Mr. Watching magic tricks, which is really pornography, and then leaving the USB stick with it at medieval times is insane over here. And he's basically saying, stop being poor. And, well, you too can play his game. He said every PC gamer must accept the reality of the relationship between their hardware and what the software they are running is doing. We have made an amazing and fun and huge looter shooter campaign game. The game is pretty damn optimal, which means that the software is doing what we want without wasteful cycles on bad processes. With BL4, every PC gamer has a lot of tools to balance their preferences between FPS, resolution, and rendering features. If you aren't happy with the balance between these things you are experiencing, please tune to your preferences using the tools available to you. We appreciate the incredibly high degree of passion and excitement there is for the game. We have been developing for over 6 years. We know strong feelings leads to strong opinions. We hear you and see you. Yeah, but you're clearly fucking ignoring us. Man, I have a 9950X3D, fucking 5080, 96 gigs of DDR5, 6200 megahertz RAM. I get this shit running for maybe 5 minutes at a time where I don't have technical difficulties, and that's pushing it. There's stuttering, there's the lag, there's rubber banding, I'm falling through different items and under the map. This game is broken even if you have a NASA PC. I'm so sick of out-of-touch CEOs making statements like this, like, stop being poor, just buy a better computer. How about you make a better fucking game?
Well, and even aren't they, when I was looking at some of the things people are claiming about the min specs that they require and stuff, whatever they're saying, even that stuff is like 4-year-old, sometimes 5-year-old stuff. And they're claiming that that'll do it. There's obviously no way, like you said, what your rig is running and it's not fucking working.
And that's even with it being on a
so much
medium.
work.
That's medium graphics. My computer would fucking implode if I put it on very high.
This game is amazing, or we have made an amazing and fun and huge looter shooter campaign game.
Yeah, guys, we worked so hard to bring you fucking trash that, in my opinion, is not an upgrade from the other Borderlands games. It's really not. And I liked BL1 and I really liked 2, but 3 was bad. The spin-offs are bad, and this is not great. I mean, the gameplay's fun, but the story's not good. The the performance is just god awful. A lot of the characters are cringy. Like it's not what you would expect. And then he's sitting here and attacking people and really melting down over the problems that he's having, or the problems that other people are having, and he has problems with those people criticizing it.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't it Randy Pitchford who made a big deal about the possibility of like $80 game for that and everything?
If you're a real fan,
Yeah.
you'll find a way to shut the fuck up and buy these games. He did
Yeah.
say that. Let me see if I
And
can
now all
find that
this is
full
happening.
quote. Randy Pitchford, real fan. Yeah, he did say that. And then he tried to say, well, you guys are just completely misunderstanding what I'm saying. No, we're literally not. And we know what you're saying. You're a piece of shit.
Was at least is it at least a fun and amazing looter shooter?
Not amazing, that's for sure. Look at his fucking face. This guy is not a looker, that's for sure. He said, A, not my call. B, if you're a real fan, I don't want to get banned tonight for attacking Randy Pitchford fucking magic porn on his USB stick. A, not my call. B, if you're a real fan, you'll find a way to make it happen. My local game store had Starflight for Sega Genesis for $80 in 1991 when I was just out of high school, working minimum wage at an ice cream parlor in Pismo Beach, and I found a way to make it happen. You know what's funny is that nobody is required to buy your slop. So, yeah, I don't think that this is a very good way to approach a situation. People were just wondering if it was going to be a game that was going to cost more, because that was around the time back in May when we were all talking about games going up because of like Nintendo. People were just questioning and then voicing their concerns, and he could have easily ignored this, but instead it's I found a way to make it happen, and if you're a real fan, you'll figure out a way to. How insulting.
And this was like right after Borderlands was in theater and was a complete
Yep.
total
Trash.
disaster. Yeah.
How much money did that movie lose?
A fucking
Whew.
lot.
A pretty
fucking
penny.
lot, whatever it was.
But it's just like over the past couple of weeks, he hasn't shut up, and he's just making himself look worse. And every single time, I get it, right? He's issuing apologies and he's saying my words are being misconstrued. Brother, if your words are being misconstrued every day of the week, maybe it's time to word things differently. Maybe we're not the problem here.
Yeah. It's a good point.
So bad. So bad. And of course, it runs like trash during the like Conan pre-release like charity event they had going on. The game crashed. Like, sorry, kid who has fucking cancer. I can't make you any money because this company's piece of shit game crashed, so I can't give people content for this episode.
Why was Conan O'Brien doing it?
Because he teams up with Team Coco. I guess it's a 9 million YouTube channel where before a game comes out, he will like play games. It's called like, I think, Average Gamer, Clueless Gamer, where he'll play games that are about to come out so that it gets more views, and so they potentially earn more money to donate to charities.
Oh.
So yeah, I've never watched that content except for like this clip and a couple others.
Yeah, so Team Coco is Conan O'Brien. Like
Yeah,
that's his brand, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I didn't know that.
yeah, but during
How many people watch?
I don't know what it's at now. I could see what it's at really quickly. Team Coco Borderlands 4. It is currently in 6 days at 649,000 views.
Okay.
And it was for the charity Next for Autism. So poor fucking autistic kids having to watch the new game on the block just crash over and over in this promo video.
What are we raising money for autism for?
I don't know. But we
Funny
are.
cure? There's no shot or anything.
I
You
mean,
can't
I
get
guess
treatment.
it's admirable, I suppose.
Oh,
I
it is.
mean,
I'm like
I-
now
like, I
asking a
don't-
medical question. I'm
I don't know either. So it's like, I guess it's admirable, but
I'm asking a
it's-
medical curiosity. Is it
Yeah,
for
like-
people to get more information and learn how to better
Yeah, it could
facilitate
be
the
like-
needs of autistic
yeah, it could be
children?
like tests
I don't
and
know.
things like that and equipment and stuff like that. But
Are they doing a cure? I don't know. I don't
are
know
they
what's going
doing
on.
a cure?
I don't
Ryan
know.
asking the very,
Is
very tough questions.
this like a
tonight.
fucking
Are
AIDS?
they
Is this
doing
an
a
AIDS
cure?
cocktail situation? You know
Are
what I
they
mean? No
doing a
cure, but a
cure for
treatment. I
autism?
don't know. I know we got a lot of them in the chat. I'm sure they
Riveting.
could tell us.
Probably. All right. Wormstrom, thank you for the 5. You guys helped me fall asleep and I awoke to hearing your positive vibes. So thank you so much. Tetris is the best game in history, full stop. Definitely don't agree. And you're also a liar, but I appreciate it.
If you're going by copies sold, you have an argument.
Well, he said best game in history.
Yeah,
not,
best meaning it's
not
the most
highest
obviously
selling
more
game.
people have bought it.
Isn't
so
fucking
it's
like Minecraft kind of close in numbers?
I think so.
Top selling games of all time, 2025. I don't know. This one doesn't even have Minecraft. This one says Minecraft is number 1. Tetris isn't even close to the top. I don't know if I believe that. I think it's because technically Tetris has so many different versions.
Correct,
so like I think we'd have to probably find, but I'm sure Tetris is still number 1.
So
but Minecraft has to be up there. Yeah.
Minecraft is the most kind of the game in the way we think about it, right?
Yeah.
300 million copies sold across multiple platforms.
The
Tetris
Tetris movie already came out.
Tetris has sold an estimated 520 million copies.
Yeah.
So
it's kind of fucking
almost
insane.
doubling up Minecraft.
I mean, I respect Tetris. It's definitely a very important video game in the history of video games. I just personally don't like Tetris, but I respect it.
You must just not be very good at it.
Last time I played Tetris, I was probably like a 9, so that's probably where my
sucked
hatred
and gave
comes
up.
from. Yep.
Because you're like, I'm 9. Skyrim just came out. I'll play that. I can get how
was-
you would not be entertained by Tetris.
I was what, 13 when Skyrim came out? That's pretty good. I remember like 2 years later, I'd gotten an Xbox 360 and it came with Skyrim bundled, and that's really where my Skyrim addiction started. So yeah. Biolithic, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Taco, thank you for the 199. Getting How I Met Your Mother vibe in this podcast. Stunning and brave.
Vera is not my mother. I don't understand what that means.
Tommy, thank you for the 5. Ryan, a good-looking white dude. Vera, a good-looking female girl. I'm glad you didn't like specify my skin color. I appreciate being more than my skin color. How will you ever fight the bullshit? I get it. You guys like me. I like Yo-Wo.
Tommy seems drunk.
It's probably getting there. Yeah. But we didn't have to take any shots tonight.
No, we didn't
So
get any
happy.
proper
I know.
90. We didn't get proper 9/11.
I know. I'm so happy about that. You know, guys, I appreciate you. I really
They're just taking
do.
care of you.
I appreciate it. But thank you for that. Byleth, thank you for the 5. I love you all, and we've never had so much in common. This is our time to come together. Love you all. No.
Thank you.
I hate people. People fucking suck. And I don't love everyone.
I love barely anyone.
Yeah.
Not only do I don't love everybody, I love barely anyone.
Yeah. It's not wrong. Definitely not. Juan Gal, thank you for the 5. In Japan, I've heard claims that they found a way to get rid of autism developing. Love y'all both. And fuck my life, it's too late for me, but congratulations to the next generation of potential autists.
Well, I think they just don't have children in Japan. That's how they fix it. They're like,
Yeah.
we don't want to have a
makes
child with
sense.
autism. We will
Yeah,
not.
I know their
we-
birth rate's like severely
We will not
fucking-
have any children. Like that's pretty much their solution, I think.
Yeah, I mean, their birth rate is like plummeting, so it's probably not good. And Lyman de Coconut, thank you for the 20. Right at the end of stream, Clueless Gamer was a segment on Conan's show. He's continued the segment online after he quits his show, albeit infrequently. Traditionally, it was just a comedy bit where Conan reviewed games despite sucking at them. Yeah, he does suck at games, so that is true, but I've never like watched it except for seeing the occasional clips like with the Borderlands situation, so I didn't have any other commentary to give on it except for damn he sucks at games and damn this game sucks. So yeah, it is what it is. And George, thank you so much for the €2. Biostars Angel, Stem Cell Therapy Japan Autism. What is this? Like a porn video title? What is this? You got all the dashes in there too? Jeez. Anyway, thank you for that. Guys, we're going to be wrapping up the stream in just a second. Ryan, it's another week, another episode of the Fuck My Life podcast. Give us some commentary on what you're up to.
I make videos on my channel. Make a couple of videos a day. I do live streams on Wednesday nights, Sunday nights, and every other Monday, where I host the Fuck My Life podcast. I talk about the entertainment industry. Sometimes I talk about gaming. Sometimes I talk about pop culture, disgusting fat loser comic book writers, and really anything kind of affecting culture in that way. That's me. Check me out there. I would appreciate if you guys subscribed.
Don't go and subscribe. How about that?
Wow.
Cause some chaos
Bullshit.
and turmoil.
Oh,
Guys, all of his links are in the description. You already know. It's also
All
been
of them.
posted throughout the. It's also been posted throughout the stream. So also check back in chat. Check out the
And
links in the description.
and a tease for next week.
Uh-oh.
I think it's all set up. So don't hate me if it doesn't happen, but it's gonna happen one of these days anyway. I think next week, It's a Gundam is gonna be on the Fuck My Life podcast.
Wow, I'm just finding out about this now, guys. He turned it around on me, you know? I didn't tell him I was going to be on F&T. Now he's not telling me who the guests are on Fuck My Life.
That I
That's what
told
it
you
is.
that I got it. I told you we got it set up. I just didn't tell you
You
exactly
didn't tell me
what
the
day.
date, but yeah.
Yeah.
No, it makes sense. Thank you for letting me know live on air. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. I want to get your true reaction.
Yeah, I know. Wow, that's crazy. But yeah, all the links are in the description, guys. And of course, I also have my second channel where I post all of my riveting video game reviews that I complete live on stream on this main channel. My reviews for games such as South of Midnight, where we pick cotton. My review for a game like Tales of the Shire, where you're a gay black hobbit.
You gotta
My-
mix up the faces, Vera.
My
Damn.
review on Creature Kind, a game where I'm a furry, lesbian, black, also the other characters in a wheelchair, disabled activist. Absolutely riveting content over there, so go and subscribe as well. Rodney, thank you for the 5. What is that, New Zealand? I respect Vera's misanthropy. I know, I am pretty stunning and brave. George, thank you for the 2. It was part of a link for the autism cure. Ah, gotcha.
I figured.
Yeah, I figured too. Wormstrom, thank you for the 20 Canadian. Turning Point Canada, coming soon. Maybe.
Really?
Yeah, maybe.
Is that true?
I haven't
That'd be
heard of
cool.
it, so that's why I'm saying maybe, but I don't think it's confirmed. I haven't heard anything, but maybe.
I'm taking that from
Canada.
Wormstorm as complete and total confirmation. Turning Point Canada. That's great.
True. I thought there was already Turning Point Canada.
I'm sure they've got some stuff going on, but
But I haven't heard any other updates, but that's okay. Thank you for the information. Thank you for the 20. And Jimmy Ray, thank you for the 911. Not sure how I wasn't already subbed to Vera. Yeah, you have to make sure you're subscribed to your favorite content creators because YouTube also likes to unsubscribe people, which is a big problem. So,
it does happen.
you're like, yeah, I hope everybody's unsubscribed to her fucking channel. It's so annoying.
Well, look, it happens to me too. So we're all in this together.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess
Just like High School Musical, you know?
Wow, that's a deep cut. I even forgot the High School Musical existed.
You know why? Because you were in elementary school when it came out.
I grew up
probably.
watching High School Musical, actually.
Really?
Yeah,
Let's
it
hear
was
it.
probably like 9 or 10. I don't remember any of the songs.
You don't remember that one? I just said it. You can't tell
Well,
me.
yeah,
you
but like I
know it.
don't remember the lyrics. Gun to my head, I wouldn't be able to recite
We're
the whole
all
song.
in this together.
Yeah, that sounds right.
You got to do the next
I
part.
don't remember. We're gonna need a script
Disgusting.
for the certain. How do you know?
I watched High School Musical when it came out. It was
You were
like a
like
huge
50.
massive thing. Huh?
You were like 50.
No, I was probably like like right in high school or something, probably not like a little older than the people was actually intended for, but it was like a massive, I won't say a meme because it wasn't really called
Like
a meme back then, but it
cultural
was like a
phenomena.
cultural thing that took
Yeah.
off.
Well, because it was like what Zac Efron, Vanessa Hudgens, all that. So, yeah. Anyway, Wolvie of the 1/4 Jew, thank you for gifting 5 memberships to the channel, guys. That's gonna be the end of episode 4. Damn, I can't believe we made it this far. Episode 4 of the Fuck My Life podcast.
We made
Next
a month.
week, yeah, I know. Congratulations on the anniversary. I appreciate it.
That's right.
Survived this long. Next week,
I didn't get you anything.
that's okay. Next week, we'll be live on Ryan's channel. Of course, it is a rotating show. So next week, you'll be able to catch us there. It sounds like we might have a guest. Don't quote us. Believe it when you see it.
Give me a
So,
95% on it.
Yeah.
95%.
So, yeah, guys, of course, I appreciate all of your donations. I appreciate all of your support. Next week, we'll be live on Ryan's channel. Truly inspirational night, absolutely wrecking these cultural Marxists, laughing at them getting fired, and of course, women not being able to gain the big victory at the end of the day at the Emmys. I almost said the Oscars. That's not the right one, but all of them are shit though. So
yeah, and thanks for the big crowd. We had a lot of people watching tonight, so we appreciate it, guys, and we appreciate the support.
Of course. But yeah, guys, leave a like on your way out. I'll be live again tomorrow evening, 7 p.m. Eastern. I'll be playing Silksong or Borderlands 4. I haven't decided if I want to torture myself or actually play a good game again. But yeah, I'll be live tomorrow. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for stopping by. And have a really good rest of your evening, everyone.